This is 506 Dance, and we have here Amanda Dawn Christie, director of the Reflux Festival. How are you doing today?
Great, how about you?
I'm doing pretty good. So tell us a little bit about the Reflux Festival.
The Reflux Festival is a festival of music and sound art with a particular focus on experimental music and avant-garde music of many different genres, ranging from everything from electronics to electroacoustics, jazz, free jazz, new music, chamber ensembles, basically anything that pushes the envelope and the questions tradition and what is music, and as well as sound art as well, gallery-based installations with sound.
Oh, that's pretty good. And tell us a little about the history of the festival.
Well, the festival is in its 8th year now, which is fantastic, and it's put on by the Galerie Sans Nom, which is an art gallery, and the Galerie Sans Nom has been around since 1977, so quite a long time, and throughout its history the Galerie Sans Nom presented a lot of concerts, particularly in the 90s. There were concerts put on throughout the years because musicians loved playing here, because we have good loyal audiences and we're really conscious about the acoustics and having really good show venues. And at a certain point, the staff and the board, the volunteers of the gallery decided, you know, rather than having a bunch of concerts throughout the year, let's condense it to one period in the year so that we can focus our energies and have a bigger impact and call it an actual festival. So 8 years ago, they did that, and as a result, we have the festival and program, and we're able to bring in a lot of international musicians and artists, and we've hit a point over the past few years where artists are actually contacting us from around the world wanting to play here, which is really exciting for a festival of this sort.
Wow, that's pretty nice. So I was asking you a while ago, I mean, this is a pretty special festival. It's pretty different from what's happening in the Moncton area or in New Brunswick area. I mean, what does it take, or what do you think this needs to, so there could be more of these festivals or more of this music, or, you know, how can people, you know, expand this type of things so it will be more often?
Well, I think that it all starts with what's called audience development, building up audiences so more people are aware of this sort of music and develop an appreciation for it. That's where it all begins. People who are really into this sort of music, if you live in a bigger center like Toronto or Montreal or New York, it's quite readily accessible. But like you said, in Moncton, New Brunswick, it's hard to come by this kind of music live. However, it's very accessible on the internet. So people who are into this sort of music can easily find it on the internet. But that's not at all the same as going to see a live concert where the musicians are there and you can actually talk to them, which is something that's very special about Reflux, is that it's a very casual, relaxed environment, and if there's a musician from Los Angeles or Germany that you adore and he's playing here, you're probably going to get a chance to talk to him, because the barriers between the audience and the artist, it's very relaxed, and I think that that's one of the beautiful things about Reflux. And in terms of making more of this happen, I think the next step is really building up a base of audience, more people who have been exposed to it and who are interested in it. And so we do that through not only presenting the concerts, but we also make sure to have artist talks where the musicians talk about their work, to explain it a bit, as well as workshops. And workshops for adults as well as children, and youth. For instance, this year, André Cormier, our composer in residence, is doing a workshop at Moncton, a local high school. Meanwhile, Chantal Dumas, who's coming from Montreal, is doing a 2-day workshop with professional musicians, people who already know how to do electroacoustic sound, and she's going to help develop further the idea of diffusion and the spatialization of sound over 12 speakers. So, to get more of this happening, our approach is to try and have concerts, make sure they're accessible so that people come, and we do that by keeping the prices low and very, very cheap and affordable. So get people out to the concerts, get people out to hear the artist talks where the musicians explain the work, into the workshops, and just put the tools in people's hands, and then hopefully as people start to fall in love with this sort of music, which you can't help but doing because it's amazing, then they'll start being interested in having more concerts, and yeah.
Nice. So what are we expecting this year? What are the electronic music artists that are going this year at the festival?
Well, like I said, we cover a broad range, not just electronics. So our festival opens Friday night with Chantal Dumas, who's more in the electroacoustic area, and she does diffusion work, so for 12 or 14 speakers, kind of like surround sound, but much more intricate and subtle. That show is going to be amazing. And then she's teaching a 2-day workshop, Saturday and Sunday, for people who want to learn how to do it. And on Sunday night, there'll be a concert of the people who took the workshop, showing what they learned how to do. And Saturday night, it's not so much electronic. It's 2 women doing a vocal piece in a public washroom at the Old Cosmo at 7 p.m. on Saturday night. D.B. Boyko and Christine Duncan performing a piece written by Christopher Butterfield called Stall, and it's about public washrooms. So that'll be pretty interesting.
That's pretty interesting.
That one's a free concert in the bathrooms at the Old Cosmo, 7 p.m. Saturday night. Monday night we have some electronic ambient stuff on a public bus on Kodiak Transpo. The City of Moncton is a proud sponsor, so they're going to be on, you have to check our website, I think it's Route 6, Elmwood B. The bus leaves from Highfield Square at 4:30 p.m. on Monday, and it's a 1-hour loop, and they'll be playing live electronic ambient music that will also be streamed live on the internet, because Moncton City buses have a live Wi-Fi feed.
Nice. So
that's pretty awesome. And that's going to happen again on Wednesday the 30th. The bus leaves from Highfield Square at 3:10 in the afternoon for the Wednesday show. And then Tuesday night, we have 2 electronic electroacoustic shows here at the Aberdeen Cultural Centre. At 8 p.m. there's Paranerd. He's a local Moncton-based electronic musician. And Mem1, they're a duo from Rhode Island, and it's a cello and analog synthesizers. So analog electronic synths and cello from Rhode Island. So that should also be pretty hot. Wednesday and Thursday night are both acoustic, more chamber ensemble style new music works composed by André Cormier. So Conversation Volume 2 on Wednesday and Les Saumuriards on Thursday. Those are both at the Peace Center. Friday night we've got Bill Orchett, experimental guitar player from San Francisco. He used to play in Harry Pussy, a band that you know people often associate with Lou Barlow and Sebadoh and Sonic Youth. And then Saturday we've got Matthew Shipp, a piano improviser from New York, coming up, and he's doing a workshop in the afternoon and a concert in the evening. So it's a pretty full festival. I
know, it's pretty packed, so hopefully we can all catch that up. So if people want to know more about the festival, what do they go to?
www.galeriesansnom.org, and Galerie Sans Nom, it's French for gallery without a name, so it's www.galeriesansnom.org.
All right, thank you so much. So Amanda, thank you really a lot. This was a really great interview.
Well, thank you.
Any last words?
Come to the festival, take some workshops, enjoy the concerts, and tell other people how great experimental new music is.
All right, thank you so much.